Okay. On the sleeve. That was a terrific round of applause, but let's give, before you get there, another nice, wonderful round of applause for a high school orchestra under the direction of Miss Nancy Tarente. Terrific. Good afternoon. Welcome and congratulations to the class of 2019, their families and friends. I'm Joseph DeGennaro, and I'm incredibly fortunate to be the principal of our high school. It's an honor to be here today to celebrate academic achievement and participate in this milestone event. I'd like everybody in the audience to please rise and remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance and our national anthem. I'd like to invite Student Senate President Paolo Toriano to come to the podium and join me so he can lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. And if the audience could remain standing so the orchestra can perform the national anthem right after. Paolo.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
Going to invite our choir to come down into the pit.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red flame that once bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? May the road rise up to me. May the wind be always at your side. May the sun shine warm
Thank you. I'd like to ask the audience to please be seated. This class of 2019 to remain standing. Thank you, Paulo and Ms. Stock, our wonderful choir teacher. That's our high school choir, or at least a piece of it, that performed this morning. As they make their way back to their seats, I'd like to recognize them publicly for their talented voices. That was Abby Manikal, Brianna Farah, Jordan Kudown, Patricia Kozera, Shannon Foley, Samantha Miley, Tori Lopez, Emily Sunaz, Larry Hetz, Aiden McAuliffe, Jake Ulbrich, and Sean Finnerty, under the direction again of our choir teacher, Miss Andrea Stock. So a nice round of applause. They make their way back. They did a terrific job with that song, and obviously the national anthem. That was the choir, not our high school orchestra. So just a few introductions as we get started. I have the class of 19 still standing behind us because they're the reason why we are here today and who we are honoring. Please join me in a huge round of applause to recognize this talented group of seniors. Class of 19, you now may be seated. Thank you. The next group to recognize sent us wonderful young adults to work with each and every day. They have supported their child and instilled in them the value of education. Will the parents of the class of 2019 please stand and be recognized? Today is the culmination of a 13-year journey through the K-12 educational system. My fellow administrative colleagues and the teachers in each of their respective buildings have developed the foundation skills for success and have prepared them so incredibly well for high school. Will our elementary and middle school administrators, Susie Berry, Erin O'Neill, Deirdre Amerling, Joseph Casarini, Dr. Lori Roberts, Joseph Avdek, Marie Horowitz, Scott Shilen, and Michelle Copeland, please stand and be recognized. I would like to ask our Director of Pupil Personnel Services, Michael Rosen, Assistant Director of Pupil Personnel Services, Caroline Almeida, Director of Human Resources, Dr. Sheila McGinnis, Director of Technology, Patrice Hattie-George, Director of School Data, David Lease, Athletic Director, Robert Barrett, and Director of Facilities, Dennis Verbois, to please stand and be recognized. They are absolutely an amazing group of leaders who are specialists in each of their areas and provide us with so much support so we can do our jobs better each day. I'd like to introduce the many key people that make our district a superior one. Teaching and learning occurs in the classroom, and the people most responsible for instilling knowledge, providing academic challenges, and facilitating learning is our outstanding faculty at Yorktown High School. I would like to thank our faculty for being incredible role models and incredible educators each and every day of the year. Will the faculty of Yorktown High School please stand and be recognized? Sadly for us, but great for them, there are people each year at this time that move their lives forward into the next chapter, and they go into retirement and they leave us, but they leave us with an incredible legacy. I'd like to publicly recognize and thank faculty and staff who have served Yorktown High School for many years and have left such a positive mark on not only their colleagues, but certainly our students and families. English teacher Paula Stops, math teacher Rosemary Jost, guidance secretary Dori Del Vecchio, Administrative Secretary Mary Aversano, Teaching Assistant Patricia Richardson, and Transition Coordinator Albert Reed are heading off to retirement. They will be missed more than words can describe. It's been an honor for me to work with them, and please join me in a round of applause to not only thank, but honor and celebrate their educational careers. I feel extremely fortunate to have the outstanding building leadership team. They are dedicated, knowledgeable, honest, hardworking, and committed to our student body and their families. Will Assistant Principals Victoria Garrett, John Gallis, Christopher Miller, and Director of Alternative Programs James Emanuel please stand and be recognized. I'm thankful every day for who they are and how they perform their tasks at the high school and what they give to Yorktown High School. I'd like to ask Mr. Emanuel to remain standing and recognize him a second time. Mr. E, as he is known, is retiring this year after a long and distinguished career in the Yorktown Central School District. As the founder and director of the alternative program, he was able to connect, support, and motivate countless Yorktown High School students. He will be remembered by staff and students for his caring, compassionate, and very direct approach. Thank you, Mr. Emanuel, for your years at Yorktown High School. You will be missed by all of us. I'm so appreciative and fortunate for the dynamic central office team that I work with and work for here in Yorktown. They are experts in each of their respective positions, true educational leaders, mentors, and committed to keeping students at the forefront of every decision that they make. They attend every high school and district event that is on the calendar. Will our Central Office Administrators, Superintendent Dr. Ron Hatter, Assistant Superintendent for Curriculum and Instruction Lisa O'Shea, and Assistant Superintendent for Business Thomas Cole, please stand and be recognized. Our next group to introduce is a group committed to education on every level, committed to their community, and dedicated to improving upon our already great school system. I would like to publicly thank them for providing the resources for our students to succeed, our teachers to teach effectively, our administrators to lead with vision and purpose, and to also thank them for their countless hours of volunteerism. Board of Education President Jackie Carbone, Vice President Michael Magnani, board members Peter Bisaccia, Reshmi Bose, Anthony D'Alessandro, Cheryl Reynolds, and Lisa Roll are a collaborative dream team. Will the entire Yorktown Board of Ed please stand and be recognized? Almost there with the introductions. Before we move forward in our commencement ceremony, there are many people I must thank publicly for putting this afternoon's event together, making it a memorable ceremony for all of us, and a huge success. They coordinate the prom, caps and gowns, diplomas, tickets, how we enter and exit this beautiful theater, public relations, contracts, and so many other logistical details. Guidance counselor and teacher leader Cindy Servini, secretaries Amelia Paterno, Barbara Franciscini, Linda Deagle, and Claudine Raniolo, coordinator of the district music program Nancy Torrente, grade 12 advisors, teachers Sheila Rowley and Barbara Nairati, teacher and tech crew advisor Dan Moore, who's streaming today's event live for the second year in a row, head custodian Rocky Sorecchia, facilities foreman Diego Orojo, assistant director of facilities Marty Danko, and director of facilities Dennis Verbois, Tom Arduini, who handles our tickets and how we get on and off the stage, and school resource officer Robert Dorr and Officer Nicholson, who are both here with us today, and Officer Dorr is our school resource officer year-round. Will all of those people please stand and be recognized? This year's Salutatorian is obviously academically accomplished. To finish second in a talented senior class is quite an accomplishment. He challenges himself with a rigorous course load while always demonstrating an incredible work ethic at everything he does. He's a talented musician, so talented that he has earned accolades as one of the top musicians in our country. In the fall, he'll be a student at Rice University. He's our class of 2019 Salutatorian, Kevin Fink.
Thank you, Mr. DeGennaro, for that kind introduction. Thank you for allowing me to speak today. To members of the Board of Education, teachers, administrators, parents, grandparents, family, friends, and fellow students, it's an honor and a privilege to speak to you at this wonderful occasion. First, I'd like to say congratulations to the class of 2019. When I think of who we are, I think of athletes, artists, musicians, actors, dancers, scientists, mathematicians, writers, students who give back to the community, activists, and leaders. We are all very different. We all have, however, one thing in common. We all enjoy music and art in our own ways. Today, I'm going to talk to you about keeping music and art in our lives. A few weeks ago, Diane Yang and I attended the Lower Hudson Valley Scholastic Achievement Dinner with Mr. DeGennaro and Ms. Carbone, President of our Board of Education. Our speaker was Jamie Cassip, Chief Education Evangelist at Google. A central message of his speech was that in the near future, our important jobs will be based in technology. Robots will be taking over our work, and that our education should focus primarily on skills needed for computer programming and engineering. Cassip presents exciting ideas for our future. However, he misses a critical point. We cannot shape our culture and our individual lives relying solely on technology and neglecting the importance of art and music. In a famous speech 40 years ago at MIT, a college professor and MIT physicist, Dr. Philip Morrison, pointed out that advancement in science and math requires a specific way of thinking that is essential to moving the human culture forward. But being able to use science and math, or technology, I would add, does not tell the whole story. Thinking is not complete, and never will be complete without the domain of art. Morrison believes that, quote, "It is at our peril that we celebrate scientific advancements and forget the simpler, the visual, the sounds, the sensory, that which human beings live by." In Dr. Morrison's speech honoring Dr. Jacob Bronowski, a legendary mathematician, scientist, and poet, he noted that many species make technological progress, not just humans. He compares us to termites and notes that termites have invented great arches, more than 15 feet high and 30 feet wide at their base. The structure of these arches is very complicated. Inside the arches are an extensive system of tunnels. These tunnels serve as a ventilation system for the underground nest. Termites have accomplished a great engineering feat, one that many of you might have assumed only the human mind could manage. Morrison even suggests that, given enough time, termites could develop something as complex as a telescope. If technological progress does not differentiate humans from other species, then what does? Morrison concludes that termites have no ability to shape the future because they cannot experience what humans experience through the senses, through hearing, feeling, and seeing. They cannot develop civilization or culture, and they cannot find meaning in the world around them. They cannot get an idea from looking at Michelangelo's Sistine Chapel ceiling. They cannot envision the future through Beethoven's Ode to Joy. Albert Einstein once said, "If I were not a physicist, I would probably be a musician. I often think in music. I live my daydreams in music. I see my life in terms of music." Einstein understood that art and science are inseparable. The ancient Greeks understood this as well. Pythagoras, who you all know from his theorem, a squared plus b squared equals c squared, made equally important discoveries in music theory. The great thinkers of the Renaissance also understood this. Leonardo da Vinci was a painter as well as an engineer and a mathematician. As many of you know, my life revolves around music. Recently, I was shopping for a new double bass. There is a science behind creating an excellent double bass. Some of the factors involved in the making of a bass include the string length, bridge setup, proportions of the body, and the type of wood used. However, creating a superb musical instrument is just as much a work of art as a work of science. We cannot separate art and science when we create. Many cheap instruments today are made in factories, sometimes by robots. Often, they sound tinny or muted. Many of the most beautiful sounding instruments were made 300 years ago. While the instrument makers of the time did not have the advanced tools we have today, they created their instruments with an artistic vision. Luthiers spend their lives honing their skills to create not just string instruments, but perfectly crafted works of art, which not only look beautiful, but sound magnificent. Stradivarius violins can sell for as much as a well-known painting. Even basses can sell for up to $500,000, an amount my parents certainly would not be willing to pay. As I was thinking about what Jamie Cassup said at the Scholastic Achievement Dinner, I was envisioning a robot playing my bass. But robots are like termites. They move from one predefined task to another, following pre-programmed instructions with no individual thought or feeling. We humans, on the other hand, use our imaginations to analyze what we hear and see and create new ideas. When I perform, I do not simply play the notes on the page, but also shape the music with my own unique interpretation. We are not termites. As Dr. Bronowski said, man is a singular creature. He has a set of gifts, which make him unique among animals, so that, unlike them, he is not a figure of the landscape, but he is a shaper of the landscape. If we, the class of 2019, are going to shape the future of humanity and our own lives, we must keep music and art in our lives. I'd like to leave you with a quote from the wise philosopher Albus Dumbledore. "Ah, music," he said, "a magic beyond all we do here." Once again, congratulations and best of luck to the class of 2019. Thank you.
Great job, Kevin. Thank you, Kevin. At this time, I would like to share a few of my own words with the class of 2019. Usually these speeches jump right to imparting advice to the graduating class. I will absolutely get there. But wanted to start with the parents of the class of 2019. This is geared toward parents of a first child or children going off to college. Parents who have been through this, and many of you have, will know exactly what I'm speaking about. Many of you are going to go through it for the first time, and you've asked many questions about what it's like being a parent going through that transition. So here's a bit of advice. The word normal has been used forever. Recently, the word has been expanded to the new normal. These are both places you are about to enter. When the class of 2019 were moving up from 8th to 9th grade, I always use a phrase in my speech for the parents: to step back but watch closer as your child enters high school. Transitioning to college is exciting, but dramatically different. You will support it because that's what you do as parents, but you can't stop it, and how very different the transition will be. It starts with the drop-off, the drive-away, and the drive back to Yorktown. You will see parents of college freshmen crying. You might join them, or you might not. You'll ask yourself, my child has worked hard for 13 years and has earned the right to go away to a prestigious college. This should be a happy experience, so why are we crying? This is normal. You might not hear from your college student those first few days or week, or maybe you will numerous times per day. This is normal. The first parent visit, or the parent weekend, is known as the awkward visit or the awkward weekend. Your child is figuring out a whole new world at college. Living conditions, friends, courses, major, professors, and maybe even living in a new part of the country or world. Again, this is all normal. It's all part of the process and life beyond Yorktown. You will not see them as much, not know what they are doing all the time, and if you speak to them less, that's probably a good sign. They are settling in, tough for you, but better for them. I encourage you to do the following. If they call or text you at all hours of the night, and they will, answer and respond. If they FaceTime you no matter what time, go for it, absolutely answer. If you pick them up to bring them home for homecoming or the holidays, don't let them sleep or use their phone in the car so they can talk to you the entire time. Time with them is less. I hear some chuckling, so those are the parents who get it. Time with them is less. When they reach out to you, they can probably speak to you with privacy, away from their roommates. And it's at that point that they really want to speak with you. It might be good news, or it might be something that they're struggling with. Yes, conversations are less, but they are deep, meaningful, and they're priceless. Your relationship with them changes, but it strengthens. It's an amazing journey, and it's all normal. It's going to become your new normal. I did forget to mention how the laundry decreases, and you could even go out to dinner more. And the new normal is not a bad place to be. Seriously, you have prepared them well, and I believe we at Yorktown High School have prepared them well. Your child is ready and will continue to find success at college and well beyond. They are great young adults, and you have done an incredible job raising them. And now it's time for some thoughts for the class of 2019. Each graduating class is unique in its contribution to our high school and the legacy that it leaves behind. The class of 2019 started their senior year with an assembly by a gentleman named John Paul Gonzalez. His message was both simple and powerful: be all in. He didn't define what all in should mean for each person, but he asked them to figure it out. Find your passion, give your best to it, and absolutely become a better person every day. Many of our soon-to-be graduates are already on their path to college, a path to success, while others are figuring theirs out when they go to college. Some will continually redefine themselves, and again, this is normal and part of the college experience. The class of 2019 reflects our district philosophy, the development of the whole child. Our students are impressive in the classroom, they perform well, their grades, their standardized test scores. We even have numerous perfect scores by students who are sitting right behind me. They've done well in the college process and in so many other academic areas. They're truly a talented group. Our Yorktown High School Science Research Program continues to flourish in numbers and awards. We are one of the top high school programs in the state, nationally, and are now considered one of the top programs in the world based on our recent international competition. Success with high achievement placements at all of these competitions really shows how special our students are. The college level research that they're doing in high school is not only incredible, but it's life-changing. I have no doubt we will hear from many of them in the many years to come. Outside of the traditional classroom, members of the class of 2019 have been all in, giving to others via community service initiatives. Almost 27,000 hours, total hours of documented service to others. 9 students in the class of 2019 have amassed over 400 hours. 5 students over 600 hours, and 1 student, Olivia Gellick, with 751 hours, which is absolutely amazing. We have numerous Eagle Scout recipients and numerous Gold Award recipients in the class of 2019, really giving group to others. Our entire performing arts and athletic programs continues each year to raise the bar. In both areas, whatever the word follows all, we have it. To be all section, all region, all state, all American, you have to be all in. To be all in and have that kind of success, you are simply superior. We have many first-time awards, and some repeat, but some first-time awards attained by members of the class of 2019. Kevin Fink's musical talent is absolutely incredible. Girls basketball being named a state all-academic team, with Catherine Severino being named all-state as a scholar athlete. Ryan Onasevich honored as the only male recipient in the entire state of New York as a scholar athlete. Chris Perino, academic All-American in boys lacrosse. And then there's tennis phenom Caitlin Ferrante, a 5-year run of success that is arguably the most decorated that I and we have ever seen and may ever see. The class of 2019 has accomplished so much here during their time in Yorktown, and now it's time to enter the next chapter. An opportunity to figure so many things out, discovering yourselves at a different stage of life. Their legacy has definitely raised the bar to ensure a new normal for the many classes to follow them at Yorktown High School. I always like the Mark Twain quote and how it applies to the college transition. The two most important days in your life are the day you were born and the day you find out why. As you discover your why, please know that from the time you leave us in August, you will begin a series of transitions in life. The consistency and security of the 13-year Yorktown journey will change. People will enter and exit your world. New friend groups will be formed. You realize how special a place Yorktown really is, and even more special is how great your parents are. They have provided you with so many wonderful opportunities that you clearly have taken advantage of. I want to emphasize to all of you that your parents will also have a challenging transition as you go off to college. Their life is changed, that one significant chapter ends and a new one begins. And realistically, your parents are figuring out their new place. So as you find your passion, you're all in. Remember on your journey, as one of my favorite artists, Josh Groban, sings in one of my favorite songs, to never take a single day for granted. Be all in every day and get the best out of each day. The song offers great advice for all of you. If you have a dream, go chase it. The story's yours, go write it. Tomorrow's undecided. Listen to your heart. Go find out who you are. And again, never take a single day for granted. The class of 2019 has made their mark and has no doubt left their legacy. It's a class that we truly will never forget. I can't wait to see all that you accomplish and who you ultimately become. I feel so fortunate to be part of your high school experience. I wish you all the best. Thank you very much. Our superintendent continues to move our district forward. His vision and leadership continues to take Yorktown to greater heights. His East Steam initiative has become part of our culture while expanding well beyond the Yorktown Central School District. He attends so many events to support our students. At times, I think there are 5 of him, 1 per building. He's a wonderful writer and speaker, has a tireless work ethic, is a consummate professional, a true man of character, and an educational leader. We are so fortunate to have him guiding our district. Please welcome our wonderful superintendent, Dr. Ron Hatter.
Good afternoon to members of our Board of Education, my colleagues from Central Administration, Yorktown High School, and members of the other schools in our district. Good afternoon to our parents and friends who are in attendance, and most importantly, good afternoon to our students, the class of 2019. The class of 2019 is a special group with some of the kindest hearts that I've ever met. I've had the good fortune to come to know so many of them. I've attended your shows, your celebrations, your practices, your concerts, your games, and I've tried to make myself as involved in your senior year as possible. I've enjoyed the wonderful memories with our athletic teams and those very special Friday evening football games that brought our community together. I enjoyed being a part of the band and orchestra families. I enjoyed the wonderful Yorktown Student Senate and the terrific clubs that we have in Yorktown. Door to Door and the Little Mermaid were terrific, as was Dance Company. I am so grateful to be part of the science research family. The time I spend with you is time that I cherish. With each event that I attend, I'm thanked for the support that I show our students and our programs. But the truth is, I should be thanking you, our students, for you've graciously welcomed me into your families. You inspired me. You motivated me. You helped me to realize that although I've been a Yorktown resident for the last 11 years. I arrived home when I began working with you. Yorktown has great students, and we have great schools. Throughout your journey in our school district, we've respected you, we've cared for your well-being, and we've nurtured your growth. We've treated you kindly and fairly. Life outside of our school district is not always as supportive. Things are not always fair, and the playing field is not always level. I'm hopeful that you can take my words today and use them as a source of strength and guidance when you encounter difficult times. To do this, I decided to borrow from the approach that Steve Jobs took when he addressed the Stanford University's class of 2005. I want to share 3 transformational experiences of my life. Today, they're dots in the fabric woven into the tapestry of my life, but in those moments, they were the best and worst times of my life. The first was a devastating injury to my left ankle during a football game in high school. I was your age at the time. I had scholarship offers from some of the most prestigious schools in the country, and in one fell swoop, my ankle was irreparably damaged, as were my chances of playing collegiate football. I was devastated, and I was 18 years old. The second event was the birth of my 2 children in 2010 and 13. Their births were undoubtedly the highest points in my life. My children are everything to me, as you are to your parents, and I'm so blessed to have them in my life. And the third transformational life experience was the sudden passing of my brother in 2013. To this day, I don't know how and why, leaving behind a widow and an 18-month-old at the time, and nothing tested my internal strength and inner resilience more than the passing of my best friend and closest confidant, my brother. However, it was a profound clarity of perspective that helped me to understand that each of these monumental events in my life was an important part of my journey to becoming the person I am today. It was that ankle injury that gave me a necessary dose of humility and kept me close to home during my college years. This ultimately helped me to continue a beautiful relationship with the most amazing girl I had met in high school. That amazing girl, who is now my wife, went on to give me the greatest joys of my life, our 2 wonderful children. And when my brother passed, it was those children who helped me smile through the pain. And that experience has given me the strength and optimism to face anything that life may throw my way. That experience has given me the faith to know that sunny skies always follow a rainy day, and the darkest part of the night happens right before the sun rises. Connecting the dots of life is so incredibly important. One important dot in your mosaic will take place this summer when many of you go off to college. Before that happens, I hope you enjoy this summer with your family. Your family has been there for you since you were born, and this summer, you need to be there for them. I'm sure you might be a little scared about going off to college, but your parents are scared too. They're scared that you're going to grow up too fast for them. Since the moment they first held you, they have loved you, protected you, and put you first in their lives. Your family loves you more than anything in the world, and they'll miss you in a way that you will not understand until you have children of your own. So this summer, I'm going to ask one last thing of you. Class of 2019, act like a kid again for them. Laugh a lot, crack jokes, spend time with them, and rehash some old family traditions from when you were children. And when you get to college, I want you to call home often. More often than when you need money transferred into your account. In fact, as someone with a degree in mathematics, I've actually come up with a formula. I shared it with the class of 2018, and I think it bears repeating to the class of 2019. So class of 2019, listen carefully, because this is the formula for the number of times you need to call home when you're away in college. I'd like you to take the number of days in a week, add to that the number of birthdays, anniversaries, and holidays that happen in that week, add to that the number of times that you will be asking them for money, and then add 1, and that's how often you should be calling in a week. Class of 2019, I wish you the wisdom, the courage, and clarity of mind to see life's ups and downs as important pieces in the mosaic of your beautiful lives. Recognize that everything happens for a reason, and I wish you the patience and resilience in finding those reasons. Congratulations, and I hope you have a special day.
Thank you, Dr. Hatter. This year's valedictorian is multi-talented and definitely represents our district's whole child philosophy. Ranked first academically, a musician, a science researcher, athletics, character, integrity, service to others, and an outstanding role model. She will be attending Princeton University in the fall. It's an honor for me to introduce to you your 12th grade valedictorian, Diane Yang.
Good afternoon to the administrators, teachers, family, friends, and graduating seniors of Yorktown High School. I'd like to thank everyone for gathering here this afternoon to celebrate the graduating class of 2019. First, I have a few special people to acknowledge. Thank you to my parents and my two younger sisters, Carol and Karen, for always being there to cheer me on. Thank you to my best friend, Megan Mark, for giving me an example of friendship I'll always look up to. And thank you to all my teachers, for whom without their dedication, I would not be standing here today. As I sat down to write this speech, I discovered I was nowhere near qualified to be lecturing you, my fellow classmates, on the key to future happiness and success. Instead, today I'd like to share 3 short anecdotes on moments of impact my fellow classmates have had on me. This speech is dedicated to all of you. My very first story takes place on the first day of first grade. I was 7 years old, and I had just moved to Yorktown from Rochester, and I didn't know a single person here. I'd also never ridden public school transportation before, so when the yellow bus rumbled up to my street, I sat down, then immediately broke the unspoken rule of the bus. I put on my seatbelt. When the bus pulled up at Mohansick, I realized that my seatbelt was stuck and would not unclick. As the other children began to stream off the bus, I sat stuck in my seat, fumbling with the seatbelt. In that moment, I was completely terrified that the bus would drive away with me and I'd never, ever make it to school. As I continued silently panicking and desperately pulling at my seatbelt, a little boy reached down and unbuckled the clasp on his first try. Despite having never seen me before in his life, this individual stopped to help me. With this small action, he not only welcomed me by displaying the Yorktown kindness that I would come to experience countless times after, but he also taught me that kindness can come from complete strangers and is not easily forgotten. My second story reflects on a special person in my 3rd grade class. I had a close friend, and together we would play with rocks, which we thought were living creatures. As expected, our classmates thought we were really weird. One morning, a girl came up to us and told us we were as dumb as the rocks we played with. I was amazed with my friend's grace as she brushed aside the snide comment with ease and happily continued to feed chips to our pet rocks. I'd like to thank this individual for her fearlessness in ignoring the judgment of others and for teaching me that it's okay to be different. My third and last story takes place in the 4th grade when I was able to participate in the 4 Challenge, where groups of students were challenged to design the car of the future. Our randomly assigned 6-person team would have never hung out had it not been for this program. Now, we were forced to spend hours together each week as we explored the automotive industry. From eating cookies at each other's houses to simultaneously getting the stomach flu from each other, the 6 of us gradually formed a team. I'm grateful to my teammates for showing me how true innovation isn't simply about coming up with crazy ideas, but with having the strength and patience to support each other as we pursue these ideas. You may have noticed that all of these special individuals have gone nameless, and I've chosen to do so because what matters isn't who they are, but what they've taught me. My anecdotes also stem from years past, which in no way implies that they don't exist in the present. On the contrary, these anecdotes are just a small sampling of the many positive examples of character I've witnessed throughout my Yorktown experience. Every day at Yorktown High School, I saw these qualities reflected in the people around me, from the artists who volunteer hours of their time to paint murals to make our building more beautiful, to the athletes who spend hours training and practicing to proudly represent our school with greatness. The community of Yorktown is a very special place, and I am fortunate to have lived among you and to have been shaped by you all. In our society, there's a hyper-focus on academics, salary, political affiliation, and many other categorizations that aim to divide us into opposing groups. My past 12 years in Yorktown, however, have shown me how to transcend polarizations. Going forward, I hope to have as large an impact on the world as the Yorktown community has had on me. I challenge my fellow graduates to go out into the future and do the same. The world needs your kindness, your courage, and your innovation. I wish you all the best of luck. Thank you.
Thank you, Diane. This year's senior class president is a born leader who has so many talents and roles in our high school and well beyond. She has served as class president all 4 years of high school and was vice president of Student Senate. An outstanding student and a science researcher and athlete, and has amassed many hours of community service. She demonstrates the highest level of character and is so respected by her peers and adults in our learning community. She even wakes us up every morning with her homeroom announcements. She will attend the University of Virginia in the fall. It's an honor for me to introduce to you your 12th grade president, Siley Setpute.
Thank you, Mr. DeGennaro, for that gracious introduction. You made me seem like a really great student, so thank you. Good afternoon, esteemed guests, teachers, friends, family, and most importantly, the reason we're all here celebrating today, my fellow classmates and graduating members of the class of 2019. I am humbled and honored to be able to stand here as class president before such a talented, tenacious, and courageous class. And as I stand up here on stage, I'm reminded of a little comedy shtick that my younger brother and I did for our elementary school talent show, a rather rocky start to my otherwise unsuccessful comedy career. Anyway, the joke goes like this. A kid comes back from a long day at school, and mom asks, "That was a long day. He must have learned a lot." The kid responds, "Apparently not enough. We have to go back again tomorrow." Sorry it's so corny. So we, the class of 2019, like the kid in the joke, kept going back to school again and again and again. At first, it might not have been so willingly, but then things started looking up. Although some of us don't like to admit it, we actually kind of wanted to go back to school. We wanted to hang upside down on the monkey bars and secretly trade silly bands in the elementary school playground with our classmates. In middle school, we couldn't wait to hang out with our friends in the cafeteria or buy a couple carnations on Valentine's Day from student council. And in high school, we couldn't wait to cheer on our favorite teams on cool fall nights until our voices grew hoarse, or relax on the couch in the science research room, or even come back to school multiple times a day to prepare for events like pep rally or fit in just one more practice before powder puff. And because of this love for Yorktown High School and our tireless dedication, we've accomplished a lot in 4 years. Our athletics program has seen great success, with our teams competing in and winning section and state championships over the past 4 years. Our music program achieved superior ratings at acclaimed music festivals, and our drama program put on Broadway-worthy shows. Our science research program has found success at numerous international fairs and competitions, and we've welcomed the incoming freshmen with warmth and positivity through our extensive Big Buddy program. Collectively, we have completed over 26,000 hours of community service, certainly no small feat. And we all know that these accomplishments definitely didn't come easy, but for every late night, for every extra mile, and for every additional hour at school, we've helped contribute to making sure we leave Yorktown High School an even better place than when we first came here. But we wouldn't have been able to achieve 4 years of great success without the help of Yorktown's amazing teachers, administration, and faculty. We are all very fortunate to have been in a school where even our worst days could be made brighter by our teachers' friendly smiles and wise words of advice. They taught us that when the going gets tough, the tough get going. Our teachers have spent countless hours after school helping us prepare for exams, write essays, or even just chat. We all have our unique quirks. We all act, think, speak, and dress differently, but maybe not today. But our teachers and our administrators not only saw the boundless potential in us, but they helped us grow our individuality and gave us unconditional love despite all those quirks. They truly made us better, better than we could have ever planned or thought. John Quincy Adams once stated, "If your actions inspire others to dream more, learn more, do more, and become more, you are a leader." It's safe to say that we, the class of 2019, are blessed to have been taught by true leaders these past four years. And it is through reflection and conversation with these incredible teachers that I began to realize what it means to be a Yorktown Husker, and specifically what this school has taught me. First, to be a Husker is to honor tradition. I'm sure we all have our own YHS memories and traditions, whether it's cheering in the crop, participating in pep band, or painting a new mural in the YHS halls. Second, to be a Husker is to persevere through tough times and stay humble during the happier ones. We are so grateful for Yorktown High School's amazing support system to help us get through those stressful days and help us celebrate our accomplishments, both big and small. But above all, to be a Husker is to stick together. Alone we can do so little, but together we can do so much. And now we graduate. We graduate from being a high school kid to a college freshman. We graduate from a protected and sheltered community to a big, large outside world. We graduate from being a student to an alumnus and alumna. And the greatest thing about all this isn't escaping the hours of homework, but forming a lifelong relationship. We shall forever be the alumni of YHS, in our opinion, the greatest high school in the world. And I have to say, it's been quite a run, and I truly think that we've been through thick and thin as a class. But as a wise man once said, the tassel is worth the hassle. Thank you again to administration, faculty, parents, and friends. To my classmates behind me, congratulations and best of luck for the future. Though we're all going our separate ways as we move on to the next chapter of the story we call life, we'll never, ever forget where we came from or who we truly are. Proud members of Yorktown High School, class of 2019. Congratulations and thank you.
Well done, you crushed it. Superintendent Dr. Hatter, Board of Education President Jackie Carbone, and members of the entire Board of Education, I present to you the graduated class of 2019. As principal of Yorktown High School, I certify that each member of the class present here today has met all the requirements for graduation, as set forth in Board of Education policy and the regulations of the Commissioner of Education, and is now therefore eligible for their high school diploma. To assist with the distribution of our diplomas, I'd like to invite Mrs. Carbone, Dr. Hatter, Ms. Garrett, Mr. Gallus, Mr. Miller, and Mr. Emanuel to join me presenting the diplomas. So just a quick announcement, as I shared with the students yesterday. One of the things that's so critically important here is that students and parents and extended families and so forth have earned the right to hear their name called. We certainly appreciate applause, rightfully deserved. We want to make sure that all students' names are heard with clarity. We worked on it yesterday at rehearsal with pronunciation and so forth, and want to be respectful during the ceremony. Thank you.
Nicole Rose Alduino. Saketh Krishna Anand. Vincent James Andriozzi. Reese Andrews. Nina Ansaldi. Joseph David Athrall. Sunju Samuel Beck. Caitlin Eleanor Baker. John Becker. Alexis T. Benfanti. Ryan Benson. Luan Bailey Bibaraj. Elsa Helen Birch. Amber Yvette Bowden. Christopher Scott Bowden. Anastasia Bodner. Julia G-Way Bettingheimer. Stephen Bonfiglio. Patrick J. Boyle. William Louis Branca. Ryan Browich. Sarah M. Brunel. Rocky Buyai. Nicholas John Buono. Austin Christopher Burns. Pranav Barugala. Matthew James Kikase. Nicholas John Campanero. Allison Shunsao. Juliana M. Caputo. Vandette Brandon Carter, Jr. Sean James Cesario. Shayla Grace Charnow. Vincent R. Ciccatelli. Michelle B. Cicchetti. Isabella Ann Cicinelli. Juliana Grace Cerrone. Oops, I'm sorry. Sorry, that was Juliana Grace Signorella. I'm sorry. Roger Orazio Cerrone. Ariane Chobai. Kyle Jordan Cohen. David Arthur Cole. Dennis John Cole. Troy L. Coleman, Jr. Hannah Jane Connolly. Samantha Corrado Rodriguez. Molly Elizabeth Corrigan. Thomas Costella. Zachary A. Kramer. Stephen Cravetti. Samantha Rose Kreco. Matthias Dabardaku. Christian DaCosta. Shane Dalkey. James W. D'Alessio. Sophia D'Ambrosio. Emily Rose DeRoss. Sebastian C. DeCekis. Vanessa Alexandra Delig. Jack Deleski. Leon DeLuca. Nick DeMarsh. Maxim Demas. Vincent Thomas Denote. Michael J. DePanfilo. Keegan W. Dollar. Gregory M. Dorazio. Matthew John Diorio. Sophia Angeline Dos Santos. Kayla Jean Drake. Julia Rose Duff. Reed Duff. Amelia Duffy. Paul Duffy. Rupa Duvi. Rachel Eccles. Samantha Marie Emerson. James D. Ernst. Dante Esposito. Stephen Edward Evans. Julianne Nicole Fagan. Samantha R. Fassi. Caitlin Mary Ferrante. Vincent Ferrante. Ryan T. Ferrara. Melissa Taylor Farrow. Kevin Fink. Matthew Finnegan. Sean Stephen Finnegan. Shannon Rose Foley. Connor M. Forte. Declan M. Forte. Kylene M. Forte. Grace Fortuna. Alyssa Ariel Fosley. Alex Paul Fraioli. Joseph L. Frieda. Alex Paul Fraioli. Andrew Ralph Frederick. Anthony Joseph Fusco. Joseph M. Galati. James Gallagher. Michaela Jo Garrigan. Avdil Gashi. Ryan Elizabeth Geary. Taylor Geis. Olivia Gellick. Catherine Giblin. Nicholas V. Gibson. Casey Gilbert. Kevin Glynn. Philip P. Granito. Shannon L. Grass. Justin Grew. Dana Grutzmacher. Taylor Nicole Guiney. James W. Halstead. Andrew Joseph Hanlon. Colin James Hanna. Joseph M. Henry. Eric Richard Hernandez. Lawrence W. Hetz. Tara L. Holt. Kenneth M. Howell. Jenna Nicole Hughes. Cassandra Hunt. Mark A. Hurley. Samantha Noel Ayoko. Carly M. Jacoby. Delilah Emma Jimenez. Jasmine S. Johnson. Jayla Johnson. Sky Junor. Priya Karinthalil. Skylar Katz. Abigail Rose Keegan. Tinu Koshi. Kate Elizabeth Coral. Dorina Krasnicki. Anna Kunz. Jasmine Labor. Mackenzie Lapham. Nicholas Lasala. Alexis Lauren. Zachary M. Liebid. Julian E. Legros. Eric S. Lemus. Stacy Lee. Tracy Lee. Joseph G. Lombardo. Andrew M. Longariello. Victoria Mercedes Lopez. Gabriela Nicole Lozado. Eric J. Liu. Catherine May Lubin. Enric Lumi. Cheryl Lynn Law. Nikki Lupinacci. Ariel F. Manion. Kayla Joy Mariotza. Megan Rose Mark. Shabeli Martinez. Christopher Martz. Aiden Patrick McAuliffe. Douglas McCarthy. Catherine Elizabeth McClay. Tyler McDonald. Jacqueline McMahon. Jennifer Rose McPherson. Louis A. Malone. Adam Gregory Memesheimer. Abby Menakal. Robert Anthony Moranti II. Anthony D. Merlini. Ross Matthew Miller. RJ Rajesh Mirchandani. Bethany Mary Mishk. Cooper Delude Molloy. Bryant Montez. Allison Marie Morales. Brisa Moreno. Amanda Melissa Morgan. Angela Morris. Michelle Moscoso. Deidre K. Murphy. Liram Mustafa. Jordan E. Nager. Amanda Lauren Neglia. Matthew Paul Neglia. Caitlin Nickisher. Nicholas Nick Prevelick. Simone Amani Odom. Caitlin Nicole O'Leary. Daniel O'Mara. Ryan M. Onasevich. Jada Elizabeth O'Neill. Anthony James Ortiz. Savannah Louise Oteza. Elise Carly Palumbo. Nicole Elizabeth Pinella. Christopher J. Perino. Eduardo S. Petrosino. Alexander Prezzello. Caitlin E. Phelan. Jari J. Phillips. Juliana Peeler. John Louis Perrone. Ashley Plick. Ashley Rose Poe. Amanda Jade Prisky. Catherine Quintana. Nicole Christine Rabati. John Rafa. Janani Rajadure. Pooja Rajadure. Emma K. Rawls. Zoe Raimundo. Daniel Redahan. Victor Emmanuel Reese. Julia Ann Ressa. Philip M. Reuter. Samantha L. Ricarduli. Marcus S. Richardson. Eric A. Rome. Julia L. Romero. Martin L. Romero. George Patrick Rosenbergen. Jessica A. Ross. William Rosso. Jocelyn Vanessa Ruiz. Kenneth Russell. Christina Ruvo. Michael Ruvo. Michael Ryan. Isabella Saljanin. Kayla Milagros Sanchez. Samantha Marie Sanchez. Michelle Sanfordino. Alex Damian Santos. Sofia Santucci. Alyssa Angel Saro. Saili Satpute. Erica Savoca. Jagger Sheenley. Jesse Alexander Schlanger. Melissa M. Schlanger. Jessica Hannah Schneider. Benjamin H. Schumer. Liam Schwartz. Ryan Owen Seraphin. Catherine Elaine Severino. Joseph Scobo. Shrilla Shah. Sarah Faith Shapiro. Cyrilla F. Shedletsky. Christopher W. Sika. Alessia Sigilio. Andrea Silva. Naeem Sinane. Jack Sloan. Sydney Virginia Sokol. Matthew Anthony Sosa. Sergio Spiniello. William Benjamin Stein. Kevin Stetnish. Carlton Stewart. Julianne Strauss. Omar Ahmed Tabanye. Enrique Tamez Vasquez. Ariana Rose Tolosi. Sophia Rose Torres. Jorge Luis Torres Solari. Valerie Rose Torrieri. Nicole Michelle Tomanios. Sophia Lena Trena. Ted Trashani. Paolo Antonio Turiano. Strider Ellen Underwood. Vanessa A. Van Tongeren. Casey Melody Verdeshi. Gianna Verney. Giovanna Volpe. Noel Waddell. Mary Ramsey Ward. Matthew Henry Robert Warren. Thomas Richard Weaver. Gabriela Alana Weeks. Brian Weir. Ryan N. Whiteman. Ella Karina Westu. Brendan August Williams. Tyler G. Williams. Sarah West Winokur. Timothy P. Woodard. Diane Yang. Spencer Julian Zach. Olivia Zanon. Antonio Ziola. Kenny Z. Zhang. Kreshnik Tsirka. Joshua Zillock.
In a few moments, the class of 2019 will leave the stage as graduates, parents, and everybody in the audience. Please allow us ample time to dismiss completely and safely to the lobby before you start to exit. I'd like to congratulate the class of 2019 and their families and officially lead them from the stage as graduates of our wonderful high school. Best of luck to everyone. Thank you.
Maybe not. I don't know. We'll find a way. That's why it's
Just take it. Don't take mine, so just take it.
Thank you.
Hey, in. Donati, yo, you hear somebody going hard on the flute over there?
Yes. So you want to be the line leader? Okay, go right ahead.
It's ridiculous. They wouldn't let me out that way.